Internal government data shows the numbers of detainees in ICE facilities is increasing since President Trump's crackdown on immigration. And with that, we're getting a clearer picture of the conditions in those detention centers. Lawyers describe them as inhumane and ticking time bombs. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Nidia Cavazos, who helped bring the story to light. Nidia, thank you for your time today. What did you find out in your reporting?
Mugu, we've been speaking to immigration lawyers and immigrants who have been detained at the downtown facilities in LA. They continue to describe the conditions as inhumane, given that there's limited access to food, water, extreme temperatures. There are no beds, no blankets. There's no phones inside some of these centers, or there's limited access. So immigration lawyers are having a hard time contacting their own clients, and family members haven't been able to find where their loved ones are. And we also know of several cases of family members who have been visiting these detention centers on a daily basis, trying to deliver medications that they say their relatives need to be taking on a daily basis to address some of the medical needs that we know of include diabetes, high blood pressure, and we even know that there are some immigrants in there who need to be receiving their dialysis treatment, but they're currently detained. Their family members are wondering if they're still in the downtown facilities or if they've been transferred. Now, immigration lawyers say this is a critical situation, given that the medical needs that they're aware of that are within this downtown facility are not being addressed. And they say that it can be a matter of time until we begin to hear of people getting sick or people dying if these needs are not being met.
Yeah, Nidia, that certainly sounds like a very dire situation. And I suppose if this is happening in Los Angeles, then that brings up the question of what's happening in other parts of the country.
We do know that similar situations have been reported in other centers, including Texas. For example, in Houston, Miami, Boston, these are some of the cities where immigrants have been flagging that these are the conditions that are at these centers, but ICE and DHS haven't necessarily been commenting about the conditions or acknowledging that some of these centers might be operating over capacity. But what ICE has told us in regards to the numbers of detainees across the country is that there is a need for beds, and President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill would actually provide this space that is very much needed in order for them to continue with their mass deportation efforts.
All right, Nidia Cavazos, thank you so much for that reporting. We appreciate your time today.